It is time to look into the politicization of the DOJ and the intelligence community in their effort to undermine the president, said a press release for the event, which took place at the studio of One America News, a conservative media outlet. Something very horrible went terribly wrong, said another of the panelists, Christopher J. Farrell, also of Judicial Watch. A hoax has been perpetrated upon the American people, Farrell said, speaking of the Mueller report. It was a coup, Farrell went on to say, albeit one without tanks in the streets. It was an effort to unseat or destabilize the Trump administration. He said that effort, much of it overseen by Trump's own Department of Justice, was a worse abuse of power than Watergate or any other presidential scandal. Victoria Toensing, a conservative lawyer, meanwhile accused FBI Director Wray of stonewalling. Wray was virtually the only Trump administration official to be criticized by the Judicial Watch panelists, who charged that he was more interested in protecting the FBI's credibility than he was in letting Barr conduct a full investigation into spying by the Bureau into the Trump campaign. Sitting before a poster board that listed the priorities of the FBI, Page said he was less concerned with issues of spying on him and the Trump campaign than with, literally, the terrorism associated with this. He then proceeded to argue that what he called false reports and attacks against him and the Trump campaign met the definition of terrorism. "We're really all victims in this," Page said, seeming to refer to the broader Trump movement and its affiliates. Tom Fitton, the Judicial Watch head, who regularly defends Trump on Fox News, blasted the dishonesty of the Mueller report. A press release sent ahead of the panel said that same report has exonerated President Trump of the false accusations of collusion and obstruction. Whatever the interpretation of the Mueller report, the panelists focused on attacking the investigation itself, and suggested that former Democratic officials need to now be investigated, some 3 years after the activity in question may have taken place. Trump's foe in the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton, remained a primary target. At one point, Fitton said that she was working directly with Russian intelligence, referring to the dossier compiled by former British intelligence officer Christopher Steele. That dossier was initially commissioned by a Republican publisher and donor, Paul Singer. Fitton did not see fit to mention that fact.